What's going on, collective? What it do? What it do? What it do? This is Divine Eye Missy Tarot back with another general reading for you guys. I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna dive right in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you guys so much for your likes, your shares, definitely your subscribes. If you have not subscribed so far, get on up in this thing. All right. The reading may not resonate with you. The entire reading may not resonate with you. All right. So you could get in it for the vibe. Your choice is up to you. Gender is fluid. This could be past, present, or future energies. This could be clarity or validation for others. All right. But we're gonna go ahead and pull a few cards, get a message out, and see what the energy holds. What's going on? What's the message? Show me what I need to see. What does my collective need to know? What's going on with my collective? I think this is two cards here. First card, 5759 masculine. Somebody could be 5'7" or 5'9". First, middle, last, initial, end can be significant. First, middle, last, initial, end can be significant. Whoever this reading resonates with, whatever part resonates with you. Could be of significance. What's the message? What's the overall energy for this message? You're one of many. So you could be part of the 144. Somebody could be chosen. You got a student out here. So you could be a college student. But student could be of significance. So this could be dealing with a chosen one. This message could be for a chosen one. Something going on with a chosen one. You don't take it unless it come out. Somebody could possibly want to come around to like tap into your creative ideas or like, come around you to see what you're working on. Could be family, could be a lover, could be somebody connected to them in some way. Any more on this message? Overall energy. Show me what I need to see. Next card, the first time we slow dance together. Somebody, 6 of Cups. Somebody could be having some nostalgia, like having some memories. Thinking of, a lot of different things. This could be one of them. Whoever this reading resonates with. Somebody thinking about the first time you and them slow dance together. They could be 5'7" to 5'9", masculine. He didn't want you, divine feminine, but I do. Child, so far what I'm getting is it could be, whoever this reading resonates with, you'll know if this is your reading if, somebody that the first time you slow dance with them, no matter how long you've been with them, it was the first time you and them actually slow dance. It could have been in like, at a family gathering or something like that, something dealing with their family or something like that, and something came on that you and this person, danced to for the first time, as long as you and them, probably been involved, but, this could, this reading could, be part of your situation, could have been something already that passed, you know what I'm saying? But if that, resonates with you, this something about this reading could, be in reference to you. All right? Could be dealing with some situation with you. But it's a past situation for one. That right there is like a past thing that already happened. But somebody's saying they didn't want you divine feminine, but I do. Or it could be, they don't want you divine masculine, but I do. Take it how it resonates. So somebody that may know your past person, or they familiar with, your history, your story, dealing with your past. And something may have, may have been a hit with someone, you know what I'm saying? Like you may have just met someone, be talking to someone right now. They don't have to know your past person, but they could know of your past. Like you may have shared something with them about, your last relationship or something like that. Something may have come up. You may have exchanged conversation. But that person, whoever's in your energy right now that's new that you may have been talking to, exchanging conversation with, they may have told you this already. Or this is, their energy. And that's part of this reading that I'm showing. So he didn't want you, but I do. He didn't want you divine feminine, but I do. You could know this person out. They could know your past person. You could be short, thick, and beautiful. Man or woman. Next card. Mad that toil and labor isn't your destiny. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Somebody don't like the fact that your wheel of fortune. Somebody don't like the fact that your Ten of Cups, you know what I'm saying? Your Ten of Pentacles. Somebody don't like the fact that your destiny ain't toil and labor. Okay? But they gonna get over it. Little tink gonna get over it, baby. Trust me. They don't like the fact that your divine ass is just, entitled to something. You destined for something. That they ass don't want to put no work in for. They just want to hate on your ass. So you could have a happiness hater out here. An energy vampire. Somebody that, is very critical of others. Very judgmental of others. You know what I'm saying? But they mad that you ain't toil and labor isn't your destiny. They probably done tried to destiny swap with you or some shit like that. Next card. I thought you could be replaced. Face ass. Yeah. So somebody, they thought you could be replaced. Like somebody thought, maybe they picked somebody over you. They, because he didn't want you divine feminine. But somebody do. Because they thought you could be replaced. You know what I'm saying? You one of many, a chosen one. You know what I'm saying? And you can't make people that, ain't in alignment with a chosen one compare. You know what I'm saying? You can't make them fit even if you really want them. You know what I'm saying? If they don't fit the bill, you know what I'm saying? They just ain't gonna get voted in. That's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like they can rig a vote, here on this earthly plane, but in the spirit realm, can't rig no damn vote there. You either in or you out. You know what I'm saying? And your ass is either fit for this assignment. When duty calls, you either fit for this assignment and going towards your calling, or you sitting your ass down, your ass is on the bench, you riding the bench. You know what I'm saying? Somebody riding the bench because they ain't fit for the call. They can't be called in because they ain't prepared. They ain't ready. They ain't fit for that play. It's big plays out here, when you one of many. When you one of many, it's big plays out here. And I ain't talking about, big play. Because we got a place here called Big Play where, you know, a grown person can even be a kid. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they mad at your destiny ain't toil and labor. They damn destiny is toil and labor because they trying to mind your business. They ain't got the mind for your damn business. But they don't need to be doing that. Don't need to be minding your damn business. They don't need to be minding your Akashic records. Somebody done probably tapped into your damn Akashic records. You know what I'm saying? To see what your destiny is, to see, what you destined for. And you destined for greatness. You know what I'm saying? Because you was assigned, or you signed up for in the ethers, to come here and learn a life lesson and master yourself, at this point in life. You could be on your last life, you don't have to be. But I feel like, with every ascension, is growth and, knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? But it's also spiritual growth. And when you on your spiritual journey, a lot of people do not want you to ascend. And that's beyond tarot. You know what I'm saying? That's beyond tarot. That's just in the spirit realm when you're talking about spiritual warfare. Like what we're going through right now. There's people that don't want you to be aware. And even if they know you are aware, they can tell you the truth and, tell you, half of the shit you're looking at is an illusion because it is. You know what I'm saying? But you have to know what's real to you. You have to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know what and how, to get around, the matrix. You know what I'm saying? You have to allow yourself, to expand, your mind to expand. You know what I'm saying? And you have to do that without fear. When you let fear get in, anything can become an illusion. You know what I'm saying? But your Akashic records, yeah, you're destined for greatness. But everybody ain't one of many. You know what I'm saying? Some folks don't like divine beings, but they're here on divine assignments. You know what I'm saying? They're assigned to things, that most people, wouldn't get a life for. You know what I'm saying? They'll get a life for, materialistic things, or, a way of life, a status, an image. But when you can put all that shit aside, because, as above, so below. You know what I'm saying? You would never go without as long as in the ethers you have it. You'll always have it here. It ain't on, somebody else's time when you get that, that glow up. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. They just have to, be spectating, you know what I'm saying? Sitting up in the stands, getting a ticket so they can watch. Because I promise you, haters will buy a ticket to watch you from the front row seat if they got to. And they're going to do it real quiet with their mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got there yet. They're going to sit courtside just to watch you. Even if they got the plot and plan from courtside, they're going to pay that money for that ticket. You can believe that. They gonna spend money on it. You know what I'm saying? One thing about a hater, they gonna spend some money on you. Whether it's in spell work or whether, they gotta pay for it out they, you know what I'm saying? They gotta pay for it, you know what I'm saying, with karma. You gonna get yours out of them. You gonna get some money. You gonna get something out of them. Believe that. Your ancestors of the light, the Most High God, they gonna make sure you get what you need out of them people that they owe you. The minute they speak ill on your name, they owe you. They in debt to you. You know what I'm saying? That's why they said the Most High God will make your enemies your footstool. And if they ain't ready to have your feet rested on their back and on their head, let them keep talking. That's exactly what you're going to be. Their whole life going to be your ottoman. Because you're going to be rested on their head. They're going to need you before you need them. But it's somebody that wants you because another person, didn't feel like you, they felt like it's many of you. Somebody thought, oh, that person, shit, I know like 10 of them. Wait. Because unless they chosen shit, unless your head chosen, or chosen when they going to stay with nobody too long, baby. Especially if they awakened. They ain't going to stay with nobody too long. They'll be in your life and they'll be out. You know what I'm saying? Drop the mic. First time we slow dance together. Clarify. Clarify the first time we slow dance together. Who is this? Clarify first time we slow dance together. Who is this person? Show me this person. First time slow dance together. Got the 6 of Wands. Leo energy. Got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. So somebody could be, working through some things after a 5 of Swords. After some type of conflict or some type of conflict or competition or something like that. They, some silent competition they may have put you in. Or some unfair, trying to, get somebody to compete with you that didn't compare, or, they felt intimidated by you or some shit. Somebody want this victory. Could be a Cancer. They could have fire in their chart. Don't have to be. But they could be working, through some things with, internally. They could be moved. They want to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Get this victory with you. But somebody, could be working on facing, whatever challenges or obstacles, that they got to deal with, when it comes to themselves and or situations that they know they should have had more discipline in, more self-control, what I'm saying, when it came to them moving forward, or when it just comes to them being standing in their power, what I'm saying, being strong, being confident, being ambitious, you know what I'm saying, taking a chance, like, not letting fear be something, or letting outside people, convince them, or thinking that they can control the outcome to a situation, you know what I'm saying, by playing games or manipulating, things like that, so they could be a Leo, don't have to be. They could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with this Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Because somebody's heart chakra, was activated. Like somebody's heart was open. So somebody felt like the first time you and them slow dance together was like, how somebody say, I pride myself, that I did something. So you may have, somebody felt like, they, were, it's like pride and praise is what I'm getting. Like somebody had, felt like they had made some kind of achievement or something with you. Yeah, especially if they, hadn't slow danced in a while or something like that. Maybe they had never danced with you before, whoever this is. You could be this Leo fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or you could have it somewhere in your chart. What's the Six of Wands? First time we slow dance together. What's the Six of Wands? Eight of Pentacles. Virgo energy. What's the Six of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles? What's the Six of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles? Clarify the Six of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. The Hermit in reverse. Somebody see that you know, getting some type of victory, you know, because you know, working hard. Like you could be, you know, you've ascended, you've mastered yourself, you know what I'm saying? Your vibration is really high, you know, and you making a lot of achievements. Like you have, you know, got a lot of growth, you know, going on. And it's like somebody, you know, may have been dealing with like some loneliness or something like that. Or this is you. Like the Hermit in reverse. Like you could be, whoever this person is having this nostalgia, Six of Cups. Like these memories, you know, are coming at a time where somebody like refused to, or they not asking for help. Like somebody's not, you know, looking, you know, to get any help in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's, how you see it, like, because in the upright, you know, the Hermit is about, you know, someone getting guidance or receiving guidance. But in reverse, this is somebody that's like refusing to ask for help or get any help, you know, in a situation. So it's like, you know, they could be isolating themselves, you know what I'm saying? Um, like being secluded, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of cut off from everybody and things like that. Like, you know, or this is you. Like this may be, you know, things that you know, like worked on, or something that somebody done got involved, you know, with at a time. Like you may have, you know, put some work in and focused on yourself, you know what I'm saying, to bring yourself out of something. Because I feel like somebody's third eye is blocked. You know what I'm saying? It could be an earth sign, or it was in the past. And it's like, you know, somebody, you know, may have felt that, like that need or lack, like, you know what I'm saying, not able to like being in fear, you know what I'm saying, to make a move, you know what I'm saying, to go towards someone. Because somebody could want to, you know, come towards you, but it's like somebody like in a lot of fear. And it could be, you know, the fact that they not, you know, they pride won't let them, you know, ask for help or reach out and say, hey, you know, I need, I'm going through something, you know what I'm saying, um I'm struggling with something right now, or I'm feeling like this, or I'm feeling like that, you know what I'm saying. Like somebody could be going through like a dark night of the soul, But at the bottom of the deck, you got the World in reverse with the Ace of Wands and the Temperance and the Three of Cups in reverse. So yeah, somebody could have, put you in a third party, or they let a third party, situation get involved, and it may have, came with a lot of gossip and some betrayal, some deception on their end. You know what I'm saying? And they may have put you in a third party that put them in a third party. You know what I'm saying? And it's like somebody thought you could be replaced. You know what I'm saying? So if they allowed, other people, to really overshadow, what was really going on or how they saw something, like now, somebody could want some forgiveness because it's like, you rising above, the things that, you had to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like not allowing something that, may have been a betrayal or broke your heart to keep you down. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this victory, you know what I'm saying, the Six of Wands with this Eight of Pentacles, it's like, somebody coming out of the, I want to say coming out of the cold, but it's like somebody actually getting a victory from being, because if somebody was like refusing to do their shadow work, like look within, like it's like, somebody, was trying to, whoever this is, the first time we slow dance together, like this person was like, or this is you. This is you. Then, like this is you then. Like, you went from, the Hermit reverse to the Eight of Pentacles. And it's like, at one time your third eye may have been blocked, may have, have not been activated at that time. So you may not have been awakened. You may have been in your north node, your south node. But it's like, you could have been, feeling, being in that state of loneliness, like isolating yourself or just being secluded. You know what I'm saying? You may have felt like, it was better that way. You know what I'm saying? To feel, being antisocial. You know what I'm saying? Restrictive. And that could have, whoever this is that, you dance or slow dance with for the first time, like could have brought somebody like out of some type of isolation. That's what it is. Okay. Whoever this past person is, the first time you slow dance with them, this person invited you somewhere to like get you out of something. Or you being, when you did this, it was like you did something to break out of something. Like you doing something, like what you doing this is like something you pride yourself over. Like you got this victory. You know what I'm saying? You praise yourself a lot for doing this. It may have been a while since you got out, danced, with anything, anybody, you know what I'm saying, to anything. Especially with this person. Whoever this reading resonate with, that's who, whoever I'm channeling, that's what it is. It's like you, when wherever you went with this person and y'all slow dance for the first time, you allowed yourself to, like, that moment may have been what activated your third eye. Because, you pride yourself, you know what I'm saying? You ended up getting a lot of praise, or you praise yourself a lot for doing that, you know what I'm saying? Because you may have, secluded yourself or just been in isolation, feeling lonely, at the time, because of what was going on or the fact that you hadn't awakened. And it could have been just some things that may have been, or somebody, whoever you were slow dancing with may have been somebody that was holding back, asking for help. You know what I'm saying? They may have been dealing with some stuff at the time, refusing to look within, at themselves. They could have been feeling lonely, but, they could have felt like you were lonely, isolating yourself. They could have felt like you were antisocial. You know what I'm saying? Or you didn't want to be antisocial, at this gathering or something like that. And you slow dance with this person. You know what I'm saying? Or they asked you to, you know what I'm saying, to get you out of, this, hermit in reverse. Especially if they, was working all the time or something like that, or they, was focused a lot on work, or somebody was looking at, how. But I feel like this is somebody, this is you. Like you, whoever you slow dance with for the first time, it was a victory for you. You know what I'm saying? After putting in all this hard work for yourself, it brought you out of some type of isolation. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of seclusion. But I feel like, well, you did this for somebody else. Like doing this with this person, kind of maybe activated their heart chakra, they third eye. Because I feel like somebody may have been, or you were antisocial. You know what I'm saying? Or you came off as that. Don't have to be, but it's like, somebody was dealing with some type of anxiety, some fear. You know what I'm saying? And it may have been one of them things that you feared doing, after all this time because you hadn't done it in so long, maybe. All right. What's this hermit in reverse about? But it could be an earth sign. Or they could have, one of these in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whoever this was, first time you slow dance together. What's the hermit in reverse? Clarify the hermit in reverse. Clarify the hermit in reverse. What's the hermit in reverse? Yeah, you got the world in reverse, with the four of pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Got the world in reverse. What's the hermit in reverse with the world in reverse? What's the hermit in reverse with the world in reverse? Earth sign down here real heavy though. What's the hermit in reverse with the world in reverse? Three of Pentacles. So somebody could possibly want to work with you, collaborate with you, like they see, some type of focus, you know, effort, like learning and growth with you or something like that. Like, at the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Like somebody could have been dealing with some type of heartbreak, you know, from the past or something like that, with their heart chakra being closed, you know, and feeling like something has been like a lot of mm, for somebody dealing with some disappointment, you know what I'm saying, or they were. Because this Knight of Cups in reverse could be a feminine as well. Don't have to be a masculine. But it's like, you know, somebody don't feel so lucky, you know what I'm saying, with the Wheel of Fortune when it comes to this. Mad at your, you know, destiny is in toil and labor. Could be a Pisces in reverse. Could be a low vibrational Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Cause they, you know, somebody in like in this Knight of Cups energy, like disappointed, you know what I'm saying? But it's something, you know, whatever they disappointed about, you know, is got something to do with some unrealistic, you know, way of seeing themselves, you know what I'm saying? Because with the King of Cups, with the Knight of Cups in the upright, this is somebody, you know, that's possibly, you know, they are empath, but you know, don't, you know, they charming, like somebody's like a hopeless romantic, you know what I'm saying? Very romantic. But they are also following their heart, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to their dreams, you know what I'm saying? But this is somebody that, you know, don't have, you know, realistic, you know, thoughts and dreams about, you know, what it is that they actually in alignment for. Like somebody way of seeing, you know, their life is, you know, in an unrealistic way. Like the way somebody see their destiny is very unrealistic, and especially, you know, how they go after it, you know what I'm saying, or how they, you know, perceive, you know, they destiny to be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very unrealistic, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they ain't putting in the work and haven't done anything really, you know, to say that they deserve that kind of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Or that kind of status or image. Like they're so focused on it. Whoever this is, they so focused on it. It's like they ain't even bothered trying to do no work for the Most High. Like, I mean, you got to get something to do. You got to give something. What's that song? In order to be something, you got to go through something. In order to get something, you got to, you know, give something. But you got to go through something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go through the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want folks' destiny, but, you know, they want what they got from all the hard work that they put in, but they don't want to have to do the hard work. They don't want to have to go through that shit you went through that they were talking about. That shit they were speaking on, they didn't want to go through that. But they want what you got, what you get in return, what you get, you know, for a reward for that. They want that. But they don't want to do the work for it. You know what I'm saying? And them the kind of people that be alongside you, and you know what I'm saying, be at your baby showers, be at your, you know, your bachelor party and shit like that, and can't stand your ass. Because what they want is what you got going on and greater. You know what I'm saying? Very few people will say, I'm happy for my person, or my homeboy, my homegirl, or my sister, my brother, you know, where they at right now, even if it ain't me. But if somebody gave you the opportunity for it to be you, and you could swap with them, you know what I'm saying? So many folks, you know, low key do that shit if they felt like that person wasn't gonna know that they made that decision, or they went that route, and that's how they life got like that. Like if they felt like the other person wasn't gonna know they did that, they'll do it. It's the exposure for a lot of people. Like some folks be like, nah, man, I wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that if you felt like, you know, it was gonna come up again, and that person was gonna find out about it. Yeah, now you wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But that still, you know, is the Most High God saying, if I made you, created you in my liking, I wouldn't, dare support, what you got going on moving forward. If I knew in the depth of your soul, in your heart of hearts, you would do that. No, I wouldn't give you that. I wouldn't give you anything for doing that. You know what I'm saying? There would not be a reward for your, them evil ways or, that selfishness. Wouldn't be no reward for that. Like I be saying, like I can't reward foolishness. That foolery, But somebody wants, just collaboration with you. Somebody wants the Three of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But somebody could also be a student. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have been in school at the time, getting this victory, working hard, mastering, whatever it is. You could have got your master's degree, you could have got your bachelor's, at that time you could have graduated, could have been a student then. You know what I'm saying? At the time when the first time you slow danced with this person, you were a student. You know what I'm saying? You were in school. Somebody was in school, they were in college. Mastering something, getting some more experience, you know what I'm saying? Developing more skills, like advancing your skills. You may have had, some things on your resume. You just probably wanted to add a few other things or experiences, to that, or some more knowledge to that, resume or whatever to, possibly, be able to travel with this world out here in reverse. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, you could have been isolated, feeling lonely, things like that, kind of secluded, focusing on what you were working on. And, at the same time, you probably wanted to travel, but, you may have been afraid of flying, with the world out here in reverse. You could have been afraid of heights, like airplanes or whatever. But, just could have been some disharmony behind it. Like somebody may not have felt like, they could have felt intimidated by it, because you were advancing, working on yourself and things like that. So, but you were a student at that time. Whoever I'm channeling, you were a student. And this Knight of Cups, they could have been disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have been trying to avoid conflict. But I feel like they, and if not that, they were dealing with some type of heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? They heart may have been broken in the past. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this person was, and they, whoever this is that comes to mind for you, but they, may have felt like, there were some setbacks. You know what I'm saying? Clarify, you're one of many. Clarify, you're one of many. Who is this? What's you're one of many? Five of Wands. Could be some arguments, some conflict going on right now. So you could have been one of many, like, of people that was maybe competing for this person, or, in some type of silent competition or something with this person. Or you're one of many that this person may have been involved with, that they were trying to, replace you with. You know what I'm saying? That, was fighting, you know what I'm saying? That was fighting over this person. Or they wanted, you were one of many that they were involved with that, came with a lot of conflict, or it had some type of competition, you know what I'm saying, that was going on. But this is like, somebody having a lot of drama, like people fighting, arguing and stuff like that. Like somebody could have just have, like a history of like being a player, like cheating, you know what I'm saying, or having commitment issues. You got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck in reverse. They could have been dealing with somebody self-absorbed, very self-centered. They very imbalanced. Like somebody does not know how to balance work and home, so they can be recklessly spending, not thinking about, the stuff they got to take care of at home when it comes to their priorities. Like somebody's priorities is not, it's not in alignment. You know what I'm saying? What's the Five of Wands? You're one of many. What's the Five of Wands about? You're one of many. What's going on with this Five of Wands? You got the Judgment in reverse with the Seven of Wands in reverse. So somebody lack like that self-confidence and they, kind of kicking themselves in the ass now with this Judgment in reverse. Like somebody, is like very critical of themselves right now. Like hating that they, did this. Like they caused this competition or this unfair competition, these arguments and stuff like that. Or this conflict they're having to deal with, even if it's some inner turmoil, like with this Judgment in reverse. Like somebody's dealing with, you know, criticizing themselves, within. Like somebody, is talking down on themselves right now. You know what I'm saying? Like when they by themselves, like somebody like kicking themselves in the ass, like, man, I can't believe, that I did this. You know what I'm saying? And this is, them also being critical of themselves for not facing, how they, played a part in this. Well, this is you. You could have felt like, you could be criticizing yourself, like putting yourself down, like how could I, have stuck around, with this person this long, or why didn't I walk away sooner? You know what I'm saying? Like feeling defeat, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting to the point of feeling like you just want to give up, you know what I'm saying? Um, Especially when it came to you feeling overwhelmed, with what was going on. Especially if you felt like you were in some type of competition for this person, or felt like, you were in some type of battle, you know what I'm saying? Some type of back and forth with them. Yeah. Especially if this person was being indecisive, you know what I'm saying? Or you were being indecisive, like, not knowing. But I feel like this was your person. I feel like this was your person being indecisive, like, you know, not, being able to, come to some type of, decision to do whatever it is that they felt like, was required. And I feel like somebody, just allowed the things that was going on, with outside people to be something that was entertainment for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they thought you could be replaced. So it's like, somebody had like people on the side or other folks, entertaining them. But it was like, it's like how you see, grade school, high school kids like sit back and watch, people go back and forth about them. But, that's just for recognition. You know what I'm saying? Like they may not even, be studying either one of them people at that time. You know what I'm saying? You got the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So somebody, you could have felt burnt out, like exhausted, like I'm saying, from tired of being in this stagnation with them. Something was stagnant, you know what I'm saying? And it's because this person, may have been dealing with a Queen of Wands in reverse, somebody very, demanding, like vengeful, hot tempered, dealing with a lot of insecurities, jealousy, because somebody don't like the fact that your destiny ain't toil and labor. Clarify, he didn't want you, divine feminine, but I do. Clarify, he didn't want you, divine feminine, but I do. You got the Lovers in reverse with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Whoever this is, they could be a Gemini. Don't have to be. You could be this Gemini that's, walking away from a lover or something like that. Releasing yourself, of whatever, burdens, that came with something. Or this is, especially if this is regarding somebody, that was refusing to be vulnerable, at a time with you, and had issues like, deep rooted issues. Like somebody could have had like some childhood trauma or something like that. Or like some relationship, trauma or something like that. Yeah. Like somebody was dealing, yeah. Yeah. Because this person could have, whoever this person is, like, that wants you, even if, a past person don't. It's like, somebody looks at you as somebody, like, they may know your person. Like, somebody may know that you done walked away from this person. You're walking away from things, Ten of Wands in reverse, like feeling like something, is a release. Like, what I'm saying? Like, allowing yourself, to, um, because I feel like somebody, may be procrastinating about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be holding back or taking their time, but it's like somebody releasing themselves from responsibilities that don't, like unnecessary commitments, like, not being um at somebody beck and call all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like not being, somebody that they, come and do for people that don't want to do for them. It's like, they always, there for somebody. Like if they call you, answer. If they text you, text right back. Stuff like that. It's like, just, that downfall. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, feel like whatever it is that they were dealing with, like somebody felt like that was their downfall. You know what I'm saying? Like I should have never got with this person. You know what I'm saying? Like something was their downfall. Because somebody was dealing with somebody that was, very immature, in the past, especially when they don't want to face, exactly why, they got vulnerability issues, you know what I'm saying? And they could have, like been very envious, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody envied you. You know how somebody, want to be able to like humble you or make you feel some type of way, because you not yielding to it, you not responding to, they games, or you not, how somebody expect you to fight over them because they know you to be a fighter, but you won't fight over them, even if you told them like, hey, I don't fight over dudes. It's like this person would go out of their way to try to put you in a situation or to, get you, trigger you enough to make you feel like, you would check on somebody, about them. And they may be what they were used to. They may have been used to that low vibrational behavior, or somebody like confronting another person, Five of Wands about them. They were used to that. They thought, if they will avoiding judgment, you know what I'm saying, and feeling some type of way now that you didn't respond to that like that. You didn't respond to that like that. That's something they may, you know what I'm saying? Like they may have been getting off on that, you know what I'm saying? Using that as a way to like humble a person, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to make them do something outside of what they boundaries are, you know what I'm saying? Outside of whatever they beliefs or their views are, like how you carry yourself. It's like this person wants you to break your own rules, you know what I'm saying? So they can say that you're not for real, like you just putting on, you know what I'm saying? Because it's them. You know how some people are like, man, they just playing hard to get because it's me. Now, they ain't do so and so like that. You know, if that would have been this person or that person, they wouldn't even did that shit. They just did that shit because of who I am. They just did that because it was me. If it had been anybody else, they wouldn't have did that. That's what I'm getting. But there's a death here, you know what I'm saying, that's going on because, they had to, release or going through some type of transformation, when it comes to them, having to take accountability, you know what I'm saying, and also getting rid of like things that don't serve their higher self, especially if it's something that they feel like, has blocked their opportunities, you know what I'm saying, with anything or anybody, you know what I'm saying. Because I feel like somebody was dealing with like a Queen of Cups in reverse, somebody very immature with the Page of Cups, you know what I'm saying, like somebody that wasn't vulnerable, but they very cocky. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that got codependency issues, especially emotionally codependent. And they deal with a lot of insecurities. And they gonna do some divination. When it comes to that trickery, that fuckery they be doing, trying to manifest. With ill intent. But I feel like with this magician in reverse, yeah, with this magician in reverse with the Nine of Cups, like somebody definitely don't like the fact that your destiny ain't toil and labor. Like somebody probably got a reading on you or something like that. Yeah, somebody possibly, could have got a reading on you. Clarify mad that your destiny isn't toil and labor. Clarify mad that your destiny, that labor and toil and labor isn't your destiny. Clarify mad that toil and labor isn't your destiny. Who is this? That's a big mad like this. Who is this that's mad? You got the Five of Cups in reverse. Scorpio energy with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus. But this is some, whoever this is, they, going through some type of recovery, like achieving a peace, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody could be, wanting some forgiveness. But somebody could be, yeah, somebody going through some type of recovery. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, somebody coming in out of the cold. Or this is you. Because somebody don't like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you achieving peace. You know what I'm saying? Forgiving yourself. Forgiving people. You know what I'm saying? Recovering, healing. You know what I'm saying? Like regaining hope. And happiness. You know what I'm saying? From things you done went through. In your past. There was a lot of issues or experiences you had to get through, gracefully, you know what I'm saying? However you did that. So you could be recovering, from, a financial loss from being left out in the cold. You could be getting new employment now that you done, finished out, whatever it was, as a student you were going to school for. So, things could be turning around for you when it comes to overcoming adversity. You know what I'm saying? Positive changes, is here. After all this lies and deceit, scheming, scamming, you turned out to be somebody Nine of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying? Self-efficient, very independent, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got somebody, that want to know what you got going on, with the moon, Pisces energy, like somebody, could be not liking the fact, you know what I'm saying, that they couldn't you know, or they may have been trying to manipulate your intuition, like, wanting you to question your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Make you feel like, it wasn't nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no secret, so they can get this 10 of cups. Or like this is gonna keep you from getting this 10 of cups. It ain't. It's not. Even if this person don't apologize to you, it's not gonna stop you from moving forward. It's not gonna stop you from obtaining whatever it is that's meant for you. And they could be mad about that. That you don't need them around to achieve this. What's this 5 of Cups in reverse about? Clarify the 5 of Cups in reverse. Mad that your destiny isn't toil and labor. Mad that toil and labor isn't your destiny. Clarify. Mad that that toil and labor isn't your destiny. Who is this that's mad that toil and labor isn't your destiny? Tower in reverse. Could be a Scorpio. Low vibration. Yeah. Yeah. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah. The High Priestess at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Got the Tower in reverse. Like you healing. You going through a recovery. Like, you know what I'm saying? Achieving your goals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Forgiving yourself. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, maybe a 5 of Cups ending, or somebody's, mad that, maybe a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, mad that a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, somebody mad that they, it could be a Scorpio mad at this Cancer or Pisces that they destiny is not toil and labor. Like somebody could be mad that, whoever your past person is or whoever they were involved with could be mad that your past person is a divine being, when they doing the work. If they do the work, yeah. If they don't take this fall from grace, you know what I'm saying? Because they're refusing to change, but that's up to them. Or this could be you, that a past person, whoever they connected to, don't like that, you got this destiny that you hold that they feel like, ain't fair to them. Okay, make sense. But somebody, crown chakra is manipulated. Like somebody confused, like in their head, and it's really just the fact that somebody don't really realize like whatever they did or, tried to do or wanted to do, it done backfired. Because they were resisting change. Like whatever somebody was trying to, do to like affect someone else's destiny, even if they were trying to, speak ill of it and stuff like that. It's like somebody was going out of their way, to not do something, but then don't want to do the work. Somebody don't want to do the work in order to receive the rewards that you get. You know what I'm saying? Or the destiny that you hold. You had to do the work. You had to work for that. You had to work for that. You had to put in the work. You had to do the time. You had to go through the karmic cycles. You had to get the lessons. You know what I'm saying? You actually had to pass these damn tests. So, and at the same time, you not only elevated in the spirit realm with this 8 of Pentacles, you worked hard. You know what I'm saying? Like you worked hard, 8 of Pentacles. Not just in the spirit realm, but in the physical sense. Like you worked hard. You put in, knowledge, infused and, instilled more of what you wanted to learn or what you wanted to know at a time where you still, may not have been awakened, but it was, I feel like you were. I feel like, by the time you finished up as a student, whatever you were doing, like your third eye was open. You know what I'm saying? Very open. But I feel like the people around you or that was in your energy or whoever you were involved with at the time, whoever you slow danced with for the first time, they was not awakened. You know what I'm saying? Like they were still in their south node. You may have been in your south node for a short time and then you started elevating. You know what I'm saying? You started ascending. What's the Five of Cups with the Tower in reverse? But this is somebody that's resisting change. They don't want to do the work. Like, saying, oh, I don't need to do this. Or, I ain't got to do this to get that. Well, I don't know how the hell you going to get it. Okay? Because you damn sure can't steal it. Everybody just can't go on the car lot and steal a car in broad open daylight just because you feel like, I ain't got nothing on my record. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I ain't never been in trouble, so I deserve a car. Get your ass out of here. Get on up out of here now. What's the Five of Cups in reverse with the Tower in reverse? What's the Five of Cups in reverse with the Tower in reverse? Clarify the Five of Cups in reverse with the Tower in reverse. Got the Two of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Swords with this Ace of Pentacles. Somebody got a missed opportunity when, especially when they come to, opportunities. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to them actually having something good come from the seeds they planted. You know what I'm saying? With this Ace of Pentacles, because this is like new beginnings. Somebody ain't getting it, not even financially. So if they looking for career opportunities and things like that, like somebody, the Most High ain't giving somebody nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't aligned. They ain't did the changes. They have not did the work. They've been avoiding a tower. They refusing change, denying that they need to do any work on themselves to get something. So whatever the case may be, like, take it how it resonate. Like somebody, whoever this fire sign is, or whoever this is, just hot under that, got this fire under their ass, gonna have to figure out, they're gonna have to get them a bucket of ice, or take their ass to Antarctica or Alaska and sit their ass in something cold, because the Most High God ain't giving them shit, not even a glass of ice water. For what they want, the destiny they want, it ain't even worth a glass of ice water. Okay, so even a glass of water with dry ice in it, they can't get that either. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. They can't get shit, because Two of Swords, somebody was indecisive. You know what I'm saying? They was in a mental, battle with themselves. Like somebody was battling with their damn self. You know what I'm saying? Or they releasing themselves, like it's an emotional detachment. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody could have been, trying to be emotionally available, like trying to do something, without making some type of commitment or making a sound decision in something. Like, no. And somebody could have got just too much damn information all at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever was coming in fast, and it's like somebody you still was like unaware. You know what I'm saying? Of like what they needed to think about, you know what I'm saying, make a decision on. Because when it comes to this Two of Swords in the upright, like it's like hidden information, but it's like a third party situation. But I feel like, even if it ain't that, with this Two of Swords in reverse, like somebody knew that, they being indecisive is the main reason why a lot of the stuff that they were dealing with, was causing anxiety, was causing, like this mental turmoil for them. Like somebody, constantly was like keeping somebody in their head to where they had so much, going on, being said, being conversed, being communicated back and forth, or whatever answers they were getting, it came in so damn hot. Like somebody didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know how to decipher it. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody telling you all the stuff that you, like, it's just say somebody going through a dark night of the soul. The answers they get in their dream state, the communication that, they may have been cut off from getting, because they, was refusing to make the changes, you know what I'm saying, in order to obtain, an answer to something in order for them to make a sound decision. And it's like two of swords in reverse. Somebody don't want to be, in that energy no more. You know what I'm saying? hmm Like somebody don't want to be indecisive anymore. And you could talk, like somebody that don't have like an emotion, how you say it. You know how like when you expressing yourself about how you feel about something, like you lead, like you feel somebody feel like when you speak about something, um, the way you communicate something is like a lot. You know what I'm saying? That comes in like what's the two of swords in reverse? Like the way you speak about something, or the way somebody speaks about something is like somebody gets something like too much was given to them at one time. Like if you told somebody, what the tea is, it's like, damn, okay, hmm. It's like that. It's like somebody the way you spoke about it. What's the two of swords in reverse? Clarify the two of swords in reverse. What's this two of swords in reverse dealing with? What's this two of swords in reverse dealing with? Yeah. A seven of swords and a five of pentacles in reverse. With the devil in reverse. See what I'm saying? Like if something was spoken about like some dishonesty, some trickery, some fuckery, you know what I'm saying? Some lies, disloyalty going on or something like that. Somebody got told about, they lies, they scheming, deception. Somebody got called out, is what I'm getting. Whatever was communicated with this two of swords was was about, somebody got a lot of information, like let's just say somebody like somebody, wanted to know what the hidden information was that, they wasn't seeing, in a third party. You know what I'm saying? And it's like whatever somebody was trying to see or get, communicating or trying to get information about, it came all at one time. Like somebody ended up finding out, that somebody know about that dishonesty, they trickery, the fuckery, you know what I'm saying, the lies, the scheming, the deception. They know about that. They found out about you recovering from a financial loss. You know what I'm saying? And how whatever, somebody was thinking, would pick up, you know what I'm saying, for them, like whatever would happen with them, it's like somebody seeing or being told, like, hey, this financial, like your financial success, you know what I'm saying, this is a missed opportunity, you know what I'm saying, you may be dealing with, some, you may be going through some lack, you know what I'm saying, some bad investments, or you made some poor planning, And because of that, you could be dealing with like the fact that you were being stingy, you know what I'm saying, holding back from someone. You know what I'm saying? And somebody, feel like now, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as an earth sign, they feel like, well, they got earth in their chart. But somebody feel as though, the information they got, if they got some cards pulled or somebody got a reading, they got told some things and somebody don't like the fact that your destiny ain't toil and labor. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't meant to be blocked and, not see something. So with the devil at the bottom of the deck in reverse, like somebody releasing, addictions, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody walking away from that. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, like somebody releasing themselves, overcoming addictions. Regaining their clarity, standing in their power. Because I feel like somebody, lack that long-term vision, that they needed to have. And like somebody feel like they got some unfinished business with you. Like they feel like, something, ain't finished, ain't done between you and them. Like it's still some work to do or something like that. It's like somebody want to make up, with some broken promises or something like that. I thought you could be replaced. Who is this? I thought you could be replaced. We're going to close out. Who is this that thought you could be replaced? Clarify. Thought you could be replaced. Thought you could be replaced. Clarify. This past person could have, whoever they got involved with, could have thought you could be replaced with them, but they could have thought they could replace you with this person, but I thought you could be replaced. Clarify. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's self-absorbed. Imbalanced. I'm telling you, it was a feminine energy. I felt like it was. Because somebody, is willing to work on themselves, face whatever challenges, that they got to face, dealing with themselves. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could have Sagittarius. This could be a Sagittarius with Capricorn in their chart or something like that. Somebody could be an air sign dealing with an earth sign. But they could have earth in their chart. But you got the Chariot out here with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And there's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you know what I'm saying, that thought she could replace you. And you could never, you know what I'm saying, you can't. No. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Thought I could replace you. I thought you could be replaced. This is Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I thought you could be replaced. This is Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. You got the Three of Wands out here with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Somebody wanting to come in and demonstrate what they learned. They learned a harsh ass lesson from this. But somebody, was thought getting involved with this person would have been, was their way of trying to avoid conflict with you. Like somebody was trying to avoid, having to face, they fears or face, they issue, you know what I'm saying? They're going to need a tissue. But yeah, somebody wanted to, try to avoid any conflict, you know what I'm saying? Like they and it ain't, let me back up. this person want to come in and demonstrate, the lessons they learn. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to come in, they feel like if they come towards you to resolve this issue, you know what I'm saying, that they're going to be met with some type of conflict because of them thinking that they could replace you. You know what I'm saying? They thought, that a Queen of Pentacles could replace you. Whoever they chose over you, they thought that person could replace you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That as long as they got with this person, or they were able to get what they got with this person or something like that, like, yeah. Like, they learned, the lesson they learned was, the fact that they, ended up being disappointed, like, because they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like, was their heart chakra wasn't open. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up being very deceptive. You know what I'm saying? And they stuck in a south node for a while, refusing to take risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody had that fear of, not knowing where something to go. You know what I'm saying? Fear of the unknown, especially if they can't control it. You know what I'm saying? You know how Leo, Leo is, especially, if they can't be the one, give you the blessing and control it too, or decide when they want to give it to you, if they feel like you done did enough to earn it, especially if they low vibrational, child. That's just from experience, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this Three of Wands, and out here with this Knight of Cups in reverse, like somebody know, their heart chakra was closed, but they want to show you, they want to come in and demonstrate, the lessons they done learned. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to them, not being able to control the outcome to a situation, but they gonna have to, this is a new opportunity. You know what I'm saying? For them to take a chance. Or somebody, tried to move on or something like that and ended up, dealing with a lot of disappointment, even heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because somebody refused to, like, open their heart to something. And if they went towards somebody else whose heart chakra wasn't activated, like, they felt like that was, what's the Three of Wands with the Knight of Cups in reverse? What's the Three of Wands with the Knight of Cups in reverse? Yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn energy with the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Like somebody, releasing, the past. Like somebody feel like they gotta let you go. You know what I'm saying? Or they want, to let go of the past. Like they want to, get past that. Especially, when it came to them being, having all these options. You know what I'm saying? And make new memories. But they gonna have to wait for the universe to balance things out or something like that, or find better solutions. With this Three of Wands, like somebody, they learned some lessons. This is some of the lessons that I learned. They don't, having to see themselves for who they really were. And it's like when you looking at yourself in the mirror and realizing, judgment in reverse, that you were there's somebody that's very critical of themselves now. Like they able to point, pinpoint and put their finger on like exactly what their issue was in the past. Like they was not communicating, what was going on with them with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. Like somebody was, very generous, you know what I'm saying? They, releasing, that need to control the outcome to a situation. Because in the Four of Pentacles in the upright, this is somebody that need for control. Like they need to control. If they using money to control a situation, or using, their energy and holding back, breadcrumbing you to try to get you to, fall in line, with what they want. Like shit, no. But in reverse, this is somebody, giving up that need, you know what I'm saying, and really wanting to be generous now, wanting to give to you now where they wasn't before, you know what I'm saying, wanting to be trustworthy now after having all these damn options and thinking that they can replace you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and dealing with people that's like stuck in the past that want them to be stuck with their ass. Stick it to them. What's the lovers in reverse with the 10 of Ten of Wands in reverse? He didn't want you, but I do. He didn't want you, but I do. Who does? Who is this? Who wants a collective? Show me this person. They didn't want you, but I do. Like somebody didn't want to go on this journey. Child, you know what I was finna say, and I'm finna go ahead and say it. I hope this ain't your past person that want to come through, you know what I'm saying, and follow through. Like somebody want to come through, you know what I'm saying? But the Fool came out in reverse, so this, I'm going to put it back and see what come out. Like, what's the lovers with the 10 of Wands in reverse? What's the lovers in reverse with the 10 of Wands in reverse? What's the lovers in reverse with the 10 of Wands in reverse? Clarify the lovers in reverse with the 10 of Wands in reverse. The Death. Scorpio energy with the Knight of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Could be a Scorpio that's going through a transformation. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Like ending out a cycle. Whoever this person is. Could be somebody, they heart chakra activated now. Like somebody could be, like I said, it could be a divine masculine, instead. So gender is, fluid over here. So he may, he didn't want you divine feminine, but I do. It could be, she didn't want you divine feminine. Child, divine feminine. Really? But yeah, it's Knight of Wands in reverse with this Six of Cups in reverse. Like somebody, like passion, you know what I'm saying? Like they're very reckless, cocky and shit like that. So, when it comes to somebody not having no self-discipline, child, they gonna stab and grab. They don't play. They're coming in hot. Could be restless right now, like somebody could be. Oh, yeah. He didn't want you divine feminine. He didn't want you divine feminine, but I do, baby. Because, what's the Death? Give me some more on this person that want my collective. Who is this that wants this divine feminine? With the Death out here. Who is this that wants the divine feminine? Don't tell me that y'all got somebody got somebody from the past. Like you got more than one person from your past that wants you back. Okay? You got one past person that, you might resonate with in this reading. And there's another past person here. They could be well off. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. that, could be going through some type of legal situation or something like that. They heart chakra may have been closed off at one time, or they heart chakra still fucking closed. You know what I'm saying? Um, they could be a Libra, but this is somebody that maybe going through some type of legal complications. So some of you could be somebody that was incarcerated or something like that. They could be getting out. Could be a somebody you used to date, a lover or somebody like that. You may have walked away from anything with. And that person, could be getting out, or this, whoever this other person is, because there's more than one masculine out here. But I feel like, both of these individuals is somebody from your past, or there's a past person, or this is somebody that is, like I said, familiar with your person. Because whoever this is going through a transformation, they could have, been, you know, they could have been at one time, refusing to take responsibility for their actions. Show me this person that wants divine feminine. Give me some more on this person that wants divine feminine, that's interested in divine feminine. Who is this? Give me some more on this person. Give me some more on this person that wants divine feminine. Who is this that's interested? He didn't want you divine feminine, but I do. Give me some more on this. Give me some more on this person that wants divine feminine, divine masculine. Who is this that wants divine feminine, divine masculine? An empress? Because somebody was in like an unhealthy connection in the past. Like they could have been involved with somebody younger than them. Whoever this divine feminine, whoever this is that you were involved with, like they could have been very immature. You know what I'm saying? And it's like some type of short term focus. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, may have just been in it, for a short time, not a long time. But this is somebody that was disloyal. You know what I'm saying? in some type of unhealthy lifestyle. Whoever this person was that's coming towards you, they may be younger than you. Don't have to be this. Not a past person. I don't think you know who this person is. Um, or you could be younger than this person. You know what I'm saying? But they, whoever this is that wants you, they, want this passionate new beginning with you. They may be coming in slow. Um, or they looking at the fact, of they could know your person. They could know your person. All right. But I feel like, somebody, had some unrealistic goals, in mind. Like they lack, making progress. Like somebody was basically, you know, going against the grain when it came to them being disloyal, you know what I'm saying? And thinking that they can, come back from this when they can't. Like however somebody thought they was gonna obtain their goals by way of, being this player, or like, however they thought, they was gonna, get something a short, the short way. Like I don't want nothing serious, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna, you know, or they were using, some type of lifestyle to like make money, you know what I'm saying, to get money out of people. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to be with people like an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? Like they may have not wanted you because you didn't have much. But it's like now, there's a passionate new beginning here. So it may be coming in slow. They may be coming in slow, but I feel like there's some secrets there too that somebody know about. So they could know each other. Do they know each other? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Do this past person know the new person when it comes to this divine feminine? Do they past person know this new person? Yeah. But somebody know you, a nine of pentacles, like somebody knows you self-efficient. They know you independent. You know what I'm saying? They know you to be abundant. You know what I'm saying? Somebody see you as a divine feminine. They see you, that you have your own beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And they look at, somebody as, by their heart being closed off, they look at that person as them having them. That's a missed opportunity. Like shit, that's your loss. You know what I'm saying? Like they could know this person dealing with a Queen of Cups. You know what I'm saying? In reverse, is insecure. Got a lot of codependency issues. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully the message resonates with you guys and or is helpful in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe button on your way out. Collective. Again, this is Divine Eye Mystic Tarot. And until next time, you guys, I love you. Bye.